It's Direct Goat himself here, Mr. Monty Indigetto, and you've joined me at a familiar site, establishing a quality connection, my arse. And we're going to jump right into it here. We're going into B class. And the idea of this video is that I'm going to drive cars that are stock. So I've pre-arranged 3 cars for the races. And I basically can only use each of them once, so there's a kind of tactic to it as well. I've got a power car, which is my Chevrolet Corvette 1995 ZR1. I've got that's what I'm using here. What else have I got? I've got a Mercedes A45, I think it is, the new A class, which was an awful choice. And I've got the Ferrari F355 Berlinetta, which I thought was going to be a good choice. It was a bit worse than I'd imagined, but it was still a fairly good choice. Anyway, we're in the first race here. I've joined into a lobby. It was quite quiet, 8 guys in here. And nothing really happened until after the first corner, surprisingly. A bit of craziness back there. I'm up into 5th. Remember, this is a stock Corvette. And just going to go around past the BRZ or the GT86 or the Scion FRS, whatever the hell it is. I'm keeping up with that Mini just ahead here. He is intensely over braking for this corner as well, because I mean, you shouldn't be braking like that in a Mini. It's a very good handling car, especially in C class. But yeah, I'm kind of still on the pace. Look at him braking, man, that is insane. Ended up having to swerve off to the right a little bit, get my wheels in the grass, bounce off him, and that's me spun because of that. Crazy braking. Now we get into the darkness. Bit crazy how it suddenly just goes dark like someone shut the door behind you. Now we're coming onto the speedway, and as you'll probably imagine, I won't be too handy on the speedway in a stock Corvette. So skipping forward. The end of the first lap, going into the second lap here. Overshoot the first corner because I'm just shit. That's really it. And bam, these 2 guys just come flying in. 3 guys actually. So I go from what I think was 5th, I don't recall, I wasn't paying much attention there, into 8th. I'm going to just stay off to the right of this guy because I knew he'd unghost it in a second. So I'm in dead last right now. And he's just going to bounce right off the back of this, what looks like a Fast and Furious Supra. Especially with its odd glowing rear wing hold-the-majigger standy up bits. So anyway, I'm up into 6th after that. Pushing through. Although the Need for Speed. The Fast and Furious Toyota Supra, if I recall, is pretty fucking quick in a straight line. And obviously this isn't exactly a masterpiece in the corners. So I'm just going to try and at least keep up, but he's going to get me on this speedway anyway. He's just going to disappear in a second. Here we go. And there he goes, off into the distance. So skipping forward, I did leave that lobby because it was a bit boring, there weren't many people. I'm joining this lobby now. And of course it's the same lobby because only one lobby ever exists on Forza. Gonna just try and join again, and of course, and let's join again. Whoever will we get this time? It will be a new lobby, surely. Nah. Why would you think that? Skipping ahead, once I'm actually in a race, the Yas Marina circuit, I've taken the Ferrari F355 Berlinetta. Just going to go down into the first corner here. The lobby did actually fill up very surprisingly quickly with me joining an intern. I'm just going to get caught on the other side of that Supra and I couldn't exactly swing it in there. We've gone round the first corner with fairly little in the way of collisions. Second corner was a bit differently laid out for us though. But we do keep 10th position. I very quickly realised, shit, this is the corkscrew version. A lot of people didn't have the opportunity to realise. That guy's just going to ram me a little bit, but I survive it. I'm just going to cut that because I expect that I'm going to swing right into someone in a slower car. Being in a slower car. Going down the straight here, I'm in a Ferrari. I know it's one that's more remarked on for its handling than its power, but I'm in a Ferrari, so I keep my position. I dive into that corner because I think I'm going to get rammed yet again. I don't know how I didn't. I'm just going to jump onto this straight now. Trying to catch up with this Mini just ahead, which surely I'm going to catch. He's actually pulling away, believe it or not. And as we come down into the next chicane, which everyone loves to skip, I get too wide with an RX-7 there. Quite an interesting design. He's just going to push me out a bit. Got another guy behind me here. I'm 45 feet behind this RX-7. And then I get a really nice line through here. And touch the brakes a little bit. Fling it in on the inside. And boom, random disconnection. I had a great connection, but apparently not. So, apparently I just wasn't allowed to play Forza online suddenly. I'm not sure what was going on there. So, 30 minutes or so later, I decided to try and reload and retry. I basically started the video from scratch again. So we're joining a lobby again. And believe it or not, it looks like it's the exact same lobby. There's a few people in here that I recognise for the last time. Yeah, pretty ridiculous. So anyway, skipping forward, we're on Prague, and this time I'm using the A45, so you've already seen all three cars, and they are definitely stock, honest. I get a bit of a good launch there, not to mention the Lambo was sitting still, and shit just kicks off. It's in true Forza style. So this is actually kind of the first race, because I've basically restarted all the shit that happened. So I'm in 13th now, so even with all the craziness that happened, I actually gained quite a few places. Too wide with Solstice back there. Now I'm just going onto the bridge, and I think I actually do get to run on someone. Oh, I had to dodge him there. And we've got a good old Honda 97 Civic. Just going to get on the outside of him. I think that's a 2002 Turbo I'm chasing as well. But anyways, we come up to the tunnel section. I'm actually pushing through the grid really well. Considering I'm in a Merc A-Class, which is not a car I really like driving. I love the look of it, but to drive it, it's just horrible. But yeah, the Civic's going to get me down the inside. And I'm going to come into this corner with a Civic right in front of me and a Solstice right behind me, and he just rams into me. Incredible amount of speed he came into that corner at. He's ended up getting spun out. So I'm still on 11th as we're coming down to the hill section. And it's this corner here I'm absolutely terrible at. I'm just going to go way wide like I always do, right into that wall. I really don't understand how I can't take that corner. I can do it in reverse. Or is this reverse? I can't even remember. As I get into the downhill section, the very fast right-hander sweeper here, which is very easy to overshoot and also to put yourself in the barrier. I gain quite a lot of momentum. So I'm in 11th. There's a couple of guys not far behind me and a couple of guys not far ahead. Any crashes and there will be either places lost or places gained here. And he's going to come screaming down the inside with an incredibly quick line. I ain't going to be able to do anything about that. So I'm 12th after the first lap, which when you consider I started in 18th and I'm in a stock car, pretty fucking good. I know you agree with me. But what happened right there, as I've crashed into this barrier, is the guy braked very heavily, and I went to brake and I realised I wasn't going to dodge him unless I went round him, because if I braked any harder I was locking up, So I went to go round them and I launched right out into the tyre barrier. Should have went on the inside, like everyone else would try. But anyway, after everything else that happened with all those crashes, I'm in 13th. And I'm actually catching up with this leaderboard Civic, which is incredible. He's going to run really wide, granted, and gladly he keeps clean and doesn't fuck me up, but I stay weary and I just cut over the corner to avoid any bad stuff happening. That is a very loud plane going over. So skipping forward again onto my worst corner possible. This is us on the last lap. So now, maybe. I don't know what we were on before. I need to pay attention. We're getting up to the top of the hill, and the Civic's going to go round the outside, I believe. Yeah, there he goes. Absolutely screaming past. A nice smooth overtake, and hopefully I can get momentum on him here. I don't even recall if I won this. This was a few days ago, because I ended up with a lot of editor lag, and then the editor just became completely unusable. I've somehow brought it back to what it was about a week ago, which is still pretty bad. But we're going to try and go for an inside line here, a shallow kind of approach to the corner. Doesn't really pull off. But every way you look at it, it was a fairly positive race for me. Finishing in 13th. This time I've taken the F355 Berlinetta in a slightly less, positive race for me. So I started in 13th. I gained 12th very, very quickly. And then I gain 10th very quickly. Oh no, I don't, I only gain 11th. But this guy in Audi here, I really have no idea what he's doing. He does this for the whole race. And I'm like, oh shit, is he going to fly on the track here? So I end up spinning left and I hit a guy back there. And some stuff happened here. I can't really tell what's actually going on with all the editor lag. But yeah, this Audi is really just, he's fucking up the race. He's just drifting in front of people and slowing everybody down. And I do it again because I'm trying to avoid this guy. I keep thinking he's going to hit me, just the way he's driving. And ended up, I get fucked out of the race, really. I'm back into 18th, 17th area. And that guy just kind of tried to drive straight across track pretty much on his recovery. So that's me into 17th, and then eventually get passed by him into 18th. And Integra, he comes on past. And 18th again. Wait, what? I don't know. So currently we're negative 5 positions. As I'm coming into the last corner here of the first lap, there's not actually going to be all that much commotion. It's usually a difficult corner, but Mr. Integra there, getting into a bit of a battle with the 190, he gets caught back in that speed trap thing. So I'm skipping forward here to the second lap, and this is, I think it's a Golf, yeah, it's a Golf. This guy is he's surprisingly slow. I went absolutely rocketing past him on the takeoff as well. Just going to wander past him. It's me into 16th here. Just jumping into the double apex right-hander and onto the straight. Nothing really happens here because the guys behind me are pretty fucking slow. But eventually someone catches up to me and I've got up to our good old friend in the Audi. And I've got a guy right behind me, and it's the Integra who's actually recovered for the speed trap finally. He's not going about 5 miles an hour still. I'm going to try and keep my line very tight in here, see if I can gain anything, but I end up just launching out wide like my belt buckles just came flying apart. So this is us towards the end of the race. I'm still stuck behind this guy now because he's pretty quick. I can't really do much about him. I've got this 240Z behind me, and I'm in 17th, but I gain a position because of whatever was going on over there. That's me into 16th, but as I go around the corner, obviously he's in the 240, he's going to just wander on past at that speed, and we get a bit of revenge on that guy with red eyes. This is the last race. This is the Corvette, of course, on Bathurst, and that guy's just going to bounce off a parked car right into me. Nobody's fault, really, other than the guy that's sitting parked on the start. Some stuff happens, I get smacked into him, and then another Fast and Furious Supra hits me. They're fairly popular. Some shit happened behind me, some people spun it. I'm not even going to get into a dynamic cam, there's just too much shit going on. Just going to yawn. Anyway, coming up into the second corner, I often consider this the first corner, because the race pretty much starts after the actual first corner. I actually gained quite a few places. That's me up into 5th, which is great. I don't even know what position I started in, but that is amazing. I'm in a stock Corvette here, just wandering past people, just making positions off their mistakes. Into the kind of mountain area here. I'm just going to I'm equidistant between 4th and 6th. I'm just going to. It's actually a really surprisingly nice car in the corners. I did kind of screw up in that corner there, that left-hander. It was a bit over the place. I'm going to brake out a little bit, and our good old friend in the 190's caught up again. The guy that went flying on the track in the last race. I don't really want to give him space here because he's an asshole. And I'm a bit angry at this point because the amount of shit that's happened to me on this day. So he just pulls this incredible drift, tries to recover it, puts himself on a tyre barrier. Of course, tyre barriers work so usefully in this and they bounced right back into me. But I kept it, so I'm in 6th now. And this is right where I was about to cut it because we're on a straight and what's the point? And then this, look at this, look at me go. It's incredible. I just come on screaming on past, man. Unreal. Then I brake here, the guy tries to dive right up the inside. He goes wide and he thinks that running off the track's okay, so when he comes to fly right on the track right in front of me, I'm not having any shit. He gets put in our tyre barrier. And what can I say? I'm the defender of the people. So we're going to skip forward again here. Not too far. We're just round the corner pretty much on the last lap or the second lap. And the Fast and Furious Supra goes screaming past me. He didn't go too fast round the right-hander, to be honest. I was a bit too respectful and gave him a lot of space, which is exactly what the guy behind me is about to not do. So I'm in tight on a very bad corner to try and overtake someone like that, and he just tries to run right up inside, and I'm like, nah mate, I've already got my line and you're trying to squeeze through, you know. So we're in the mountain section again, and I'm just going to skip forward because it's pretty eventless after this. So I'm in 6th, which is pretty fucking decent to be fair, especially considering what's happened in this race. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm a bit lost here. Stuff's happened, and the editor's just, oh for fuck's sake, the editor's just broke again. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube and help me please. Bye.